cabo. Chamo ngay to lang.
Marlon Wanaxan.
Tudo de bom.
Marhaba.
Bienvenidos.
Привет!
Witamy.
Вітаю вас!
IMI Radio. IMI Radio. IMI Radio.
Hello, good afternoon.
Time to.
Yo.
Hey.
Everybody, how you doing?
Wake up, Warsaw.
Wake up. You mean America?
Yeah, it is morning over there, isn't it?
I know, but in general, I'm saying wake up, be woke. Wake up, be woke. Wake up, not in the wake up
In the
like
time zone.
in the time zone. I mean,
Okay.
wake up to what's going on.
Oh, okay,
Wake up to what we doing. Yeah.
Wake
Get
up
out-
to the world.
Wake up to the world. Yeah. So yeah, how you doing, Stevenson? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
My
You
man
know.
had his birthday. Was it not last weekend before last?
No, it was last weekend.
Last
It
weekend.
was last Friday.
Everything's
Oh,
blurred
that's
together.
right. All runs together. Yeah. He had his birthday last weekend,
Yeah.
and we spent a little time with him on Friday. We had a nice time at Va Bene.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't been to Va Bene, it's on Tomka. Check out Va Bene.
Yeah.
Beers in
good
Stevenson's
place.
name. No, I'm sure.
He has a running tab.
Open sesame.
Yeah, Open Sesame. If only you could just say Open Sesame in all cases. That would be a fantastic thing. What's the magic word? Open Sesame. I can't do anything. You got me.
Subtle. Very subtle.
Yeah. So how you doing, DJ? DJ and I were partying on Saturday in
Yes,
about
sir.
35 minutes outside of Warsaw.
Some cabin in the woods.
Cabin
you
in
know,
the woods.
Some movie type shit. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice cabin. Nice. A lot of space.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
many room for activities.
I'll go hide in the closet.
They had a big ass loft upstairs.
Did you see it? Because I
I
was
did.
a little.
I told you go up there and check it out.
Oh, I meant to, but I got sidetracked by the food. What was left of the food?
Oh.
Jesus. Black people, you cannot take it to any cookout.
I said, guys, go up and look at the loft, and it's this big ass TV game room situation with like pillows and stuff, like all around, so just to chill.
Damn.
Like that place was. They had a dance floor outside.
Yeah, I was
basketball
there.
court there.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, you missed out. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was dope. Yeah.
What's up?
And I put in the food too. I mean, so
I didn't eat any food. Yeah. Him and Robbie took care of the rest of
There
that.
was some-
Yeah.
There was some good pasta there. I found it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good time had by all. And a low budget crew was there. It's funny because we got there a little late-ish, and they're like, "It's so late. You're so late." It was like 11:30, yo, on Saturday. It was
like, wait a
11:30.
this is starting time.
Yeah.
The beginning is starting. This is appetizer.
Yeah, because I was told you can come at like 7 or 8 or even later. We came
chose
later.
even later. We chose even later.
Because we were getting on our level, and then we were waiting for some peoples too. But yeah, we went there, and I'm like, yo, but really, let's be honest, the party didn't start till we got there.
Okay.
The real
I
party.
was gonna say
And it was raining earlier, and
But the party that started at 7, it was like a kid's birthday party or
there were
baby
mad
shower
kids
or
there
anything like
too.
that?
Well, they were teens, so
13th.
it wasn't
Hey,
like
now.
it wasn't like they it wasn't like they needed to go to bed early. It was just they were there. It was
Okay.
weird.
Yeah,
but
well, I was trying to send them off to bed.
Let the grown-ups talk.
yeah.
I was
But-
like, how
but
old are you?
know,
15? I'm like, go to bed.
they spoke good English, but you're like, yo, just go away, please.
I got a story about that. I'll tell you off. By the way, nothing regards to me. By the way,
Nobody want to get
no,
sued.
little brown friend of ours who can't take hints. I had to pull him aside. Tell you a story later. I'll tell you a story off here. Yeah. But we had a good time. It was such a because we brought the color. Literal the color.
As an understatement.
Yeah, into the party because it was me, DJ Ravi, and Lope. So Lope is some form of beige, lightest form of beige possible. Yeah, but she's on the color spectrum, and then you have DJ Ravi, me. So we just were like the spectrum.
Did you just went through Yeah, you did. You went through the whole spectrum in order.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. I was I was second.
We went from Mariah Carey to Wesley Snipes.
And transition. If Tio would have been there, he would have been first.
Oh well, yeah, but that would ruin. We brought the ethnic group was there. It was a pure because it was pure Polish. That was the whole situation. But it was cool. We had fun. How we do. Like we go someplace, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, of
no
course.
matter what. So
That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly it. You would have been welcome, of course. Brought some more flavor. Yeah.
Well, I had to sign up for my AARP card, so.
Oh, don't start. Well, then I'm 1 year behind you. Then, if that's the case, don't even go there with me. I'm in these illustrious club too. Of backaches and knee aches.
Do I have to get you guys a walker for
You
Christmas?
might have to.
Johnny Walker.
And some chocolate pudding in there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Put the little tennis balls on the end of them.
Exactly. Yeah, so you can slide it around so it doesn't scratch up the floor.
Oh man. See what happens when we have 2 weeks off? Or the week off. Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks off.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Last week.
Last
2
week,
weeks.
yeah, but last week it was funny because for those of you probably were like, where were you guys at? I actually had people, where were you last week? You weren't on. Well, the office
drinking.
The office wasn't open, so basically we had the show right outside of the show
Downstairs.
Yep.
At this bar.
Yeah, at a bar. It's just us just being like we are right now, just with beers in our hand. Yeah. So
The audience were random people walking by, not understanding.
not
What
anything.
the hell is going on?
Yeah. So we basically it did our hour. Yeah. So we clocked in. Yeah.
An hour only? Yeah, we're a little bit more than an hour.
Easy now. Our employers might be listening.
Hey,
Yeah.
beer is a nectar of the gods.
Yeah, it is.
In Russia, beer is not considered alcohol.
Yeah, well,
Close enough.
that explains that country.
It's funny you mentioned that because I remember being in Ukraine and constantly, like, it's a hot day and I just want water real quick. Water's more expensive than beer.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm drinking the beer then.
Yeah, for the most part. I would go to like a cafe and I was like, I think I just want to have a coffee or something like that. And I look at the price of the coffee and the coffee's like 10, 11 zloty. I see the price of beer is 8. He goes, what do you want? I'm like, I'll have a beer. I'm going to get more from this beer than this coffee.
Yo.
Happy feelings everywhere. I feel refreshed.
10, 11 for a coffee. Who are you trying to impress?
Yeah, exactly. This is Juan Valdez from Venezuela.
Right?
Yeah, he'd be happy with 50 cents. Or Colombia or some of those places, yeah.
Did you want that?
Yeah.
All right.
So anyways, all right, we've been wilding out there. We're going to go into our first topic. And DJ, you can read this. You have it up already. I don't have it up, actually. Go ahead.
Architect of trickle-down economics says disenfranchised minorities aren't worth $15 an hour in most cases. Motherfuck you. That's the summary of the article, basically. So, for people who aren't aware, I believe it was Reagan's administration that created this trickle-down ideology, which means you give money to the bosses at top, and the money will trickle down. It's bullshit. It never comes. They keep the money and they spend it in whatever way to make more money, and we get pennies.
To buy another yacht, to buy another car, to buy put their kid through private school, whatever.
And we get pennies.
As an ex-financial advisor, that shit never works. Basically, all that goes to stock buybacks, annuities, trust funds,
IRAs,
and also when you at a certain tax bracket, you don't pay for shit anymore. Companies just give you things for free.
Yes.
So it does nothing trickle down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why the wealthy are wealthy? Because they keep their wealth.
They keep it, they hide it somewhere,
They don't spend it.
Exactly.
Baby, do you feel like going down to the Bahamas? Or possibly the Cayman Islands?
I need to make a quick deposit
Yeah,
over there,
yeah.
so let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was actually an article that came out that said like these billionaires, especially the ones who made a lot of money last year, were paying like 0.01% of everything pretty much the last 5+ years.
All of them.
Yeah.
They don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
Because the companies get taxed
If
at a
that,
lower rate.
If that. I mean,
If
look
that.
at Amazon. They paid nothing.
Exactly. Because technically, it's not their money, it's the company's money. Because it's the institution. So yeah, it's like legal mumbo lobbyist bullshit. I'm fully well aware.
I know you are. Yeah. You were part of the problem. Not the solution. I'm joking. Everybody's got to make a living.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You know, but yeah, man. Like I mean, you look at that. What does it say in that article? What else does this motherless goat have to say? Son of a motherless goat. Yeah.
So we're gonna take this all the way over to Fox News.
Oh, that far.
Yeah, lovely. So Fox News brought conservative economist Art Laffer on, so he could basically make the same stale-ass arguments conservatives have always made
40
when
years.
it comes to the subject of raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. This is basically, they've been arguing this since Reagan.
Yeah,
roughly.
since I've been alive.
Yeah. So Laffer, he also managed to sneak in a little racism into his anti-livable wage rant, and the host, Sandra Smith, in true Fox host fashion, pretended she didn't hear it. So what Laffer said is, yeah, for those people, what do you mean those people? For those people, Sandra, who are coming into the labor force brand fresh, not old timers who have been around for a while, the poor, the minorities, the disenfranchised, those with less education, young people who haven't had the job experience, these people aren't worth $15 an hour in most cases. Therefore, when you have a $15 an hour minimum wage, they don't get that first job.
Yeah, your mama ain't worth $15 an hour, all right? Wow. And I had her working on the streets last night, Laffer.
Wow. And for everybody who is not entirely aware of the economic situation in the States, $15 would still not be enough for a lot of families.
You will make, if you work 40 hours a week, which, especially depending on where you live, it's not enough anyway because of the living wages, living standards. $15 would net you about $25,000 a year, give or take.
And what would you say is like living standards?
For average, easy. Okay, we're not talking about New York, California. We're talking about, I don't know, some middle country. 30 to 40. We'll be able to sustain a family of 4 easily. Now, if the mother and the father is making that like 60 a year, or let's say 70 to 80 a year, then it's perfect. That's a living wage. But, we have the system we do. So.
Yay, crony. Hooray for crony capitalism.
You cannot live on $20,000 a year. Come on. Oh, man. In America, you cannot do that. It's not possible.
That's like $30,000. Yeah, right?
Yeah, 30, you could 30, from 30 to 40, it's okay. But below that, you kind of, it's like,
and that means
college
you're living,
wages.
Right, and that means you're living in Montana.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mississippi, like those kind of places.
Like way out of nowhere, where the cost of living's cheap.
Exactly. Because you cannot live on $40,000 in New York, even in DC.
Area.
Yeah, Virginia. No.
Though they try to pay, by the way, for those of you listening, they try to play congressional staff about that, and they think they're going to live off of that.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going to DC, like, so we're going to start you up at $22,000 a year. I'm like, no. How much are you thinking? Way more than that.
You getting some oodles and noodle soup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, rent is like,
And get some sugar water.
Yeah.
God damn it, some Kool-Aid.
Exactly. So I'm like thinking, because rent was like mad expensive. But when I first got there, it wasn't. When I first got there, it wasn't that bad. It was like, and it was all utilities included. I remember we paid like around $900 for the month to live in Mount Pleasant, Columbia Heights.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Which wasn't that bad.
That's not bad.
But when I left and I came back, I came back. rent went up from $900 to $1,400 a month.
I know
It
somebody.
was a $500 jump. Yeah.
I know somebody that was living in Columbia House, which is not far from Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
She was paying $3,000 a month for a studio.
Oh, hell no. No. So we're going to transition to the next segment, I think, because I've had enough of talking about this trickle-down economic shit. So all these, I mean, y'all just get yours out there because it's all about money, power, and respect. We're going to leave you with that. Little Money, Power, Respect. The Locks featuring DMX, Lil Kim. You listen to Beats, Rhymes, and Current Times.
R.I.P. Lil DMX.
First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the fucking power, motherfuckers will respect you. Money, power, respect. What you mean like money, power.
We are back.
Who am I? Money, power, respect.
Yeah.
Money,
I
power,
know
respect.
about it.
Yeah. So our next topic is, and just so we're clear, this is a guy I actually like quite a lot. What's his name? Lin-Manuel Manuel or Lin? How do you say it?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Miranda.
Like Miranda writes.
Lin-Manuel
Yeah,
Miranda.
Yeah. Miranda, yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Who I'm
Damn Puerto Rican.
and who I'm a fan of. I think he's done a lot to bring kind of like hip hop, culture to white people.
It's always tricky.
First off was probably Puff Daddy, but he's in the second phase of Puff Daddy. But no, in sense of just like making like theater and musicals cool and hip, and not like a bunch of like West Side Story, like that kind of but making it a little more current.
He also helped put my boy David Diggs from Clipping on there because he was in Hamilton.
Yes.
I just wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah. He's big on this guy lately.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's a good
Is he
good
light-skinned
rapper.
still?
He's light skinned.
No wonder why.
He's darker than me. But yes.
I'm joking. But, which is, it's good you made that joke because it leads into, this particular, yeah.
I know him.
Hence has been out in the sun like a little longer
Yeah,
than
but
you.
look at his hair. Yeah. He's a mulatto for sure.
Oh man, you're leading into this great in our segment, fantastically.
So we got colorism going.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll bring that up in a minute. So let's talk about why did I bring up Lin-Manuel Miranda? Because apparently he's at the helm of this thing called In the Heights, right? So let's talk about In the Heights. This is from The Root, theroot.com, and it says let's talk about In the Heights and the erasure of dark skin. I didn't say Afro-Latino. I don't say Afro-Latinx. I hate this new term.
Where did this X come from?
That's a new thing.
It's some new woke bullshit.
Yeah. I'm doing Afro-Latino.
It's some new millennials.
Invented.
Yeah.
So-
Recently, like maybe 5 year max.
Is it because it's not Latino, Latina? It's a neutral.
Latin X.
Yeah. So because
Don't know what that means.
it's like not feminine or masculine.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
that's supposed to be the neutral.
Yeah. I'm not doing all that. I'm saying Afro-Latino and Latino
Which
culture.
doesn't make sense because South Americans are considered Latin because of Latin America, but you have the Dominicans and they're not really Latin. It's whatever.
Well, no, you could be Latin culture, but of African descent, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But-
So that's why Afro-Latino.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But when you say Latino, you don't mean Mexicans.
No, they're
Mexican.
Mexican.
Not
No,
Mexican.
they're not Mexicans. They're Hispanic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Real quick, this brings me up because in like other languages, there's the whole the masculine, feminine, and neutral separation of these
gender,
things.
yeah.
So how does the transgender people work when it comes to those languages? For instance, the pronouns.
You're asking the wrong person.
I say shem.
Don't get us in
Shit.
trouble.
I heard.
Hey, it's respectable, right?
We interrupt this broadcast.
Yeah.
Emmy Radio is no longer.
Yeah.
Emmy Radio is no longer running.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's just a shem.
Yeah.
I would say
That's on Stevenson. I didn't say that. Neither did DJ. Don't go after that.
I know. Yeah.
the views of the people on this broadcast do
Yeah.
not represent Emmy Radio.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, man. We had this off air. Yeah. Don't go after the mafia. All right. So let me read this. Let's transition. So The Root says, In the Heights, the highly anticipated TV adaptation of the hit Broadway musical from Lin-Manuel Miranda, directed by John M. Chu. That's hilarious. All right. Dropped its trailer over a year ago, and folks had questions. In sum, what are all the leading dark-skinned Afro-Latino folks. Granted, the trailer and film showcased black dancers, and there were certainly black women in their hair salon, but where are the dark-skinned black Latino folks with a storyline? After all, this film was placed in Washington Heights, New York, right? So then there's a kind of by the way, a screenshot with this Lana Del Rey. Not a single Afro-Latino in the Heights. In New York, sounds about whitewashed. All right, I had an opportunity to speak with the film's director and several of the cast members like Leslie Grace, Corey Hawkins, Melissa Barrera, all these Latino-sounding names, who said the following when asked about the light skin privilege of In the Heights. We're all people of color, and we all struggle for the few spaces we're given, and to diminish that and hate on something that is already breaking so many molds is mean. Mean. That's the word they use.
Mean.
That's real 5th grade of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
They've been listening to Trump.
Yeah, but I acknowledge that the real conversation should be had with Lin-Manuel Miranda. It was tremendously disappointing not to have been approved for an interview with Miranda, the mastermind behind In the Heights, though its stars had been doing press for weeks. This conversation, particularly about the lack of darker-skinned Black and Latino folks, is critically important at this very moment in time. Throughout history, there has been an exclusion of and violence towards blackness within the Latinidad. All right, homogeneity and the illusion of race-free culture within Latinidad is a myth, says Tanya Hernandez, previously told The Root. So yes, we absolutely need to discuss why there's only one dark-skinned black lead who's portraying a black non-Latinx character in the film. Okay, so it's that. And there's another article we'll piggyback off that too. But let's. What do you guys think about that? He has a very, I think, a unique perspective of this because he's from Haiti, which shares an island with Dominican Republic. So let Stevenson.
It's all from colonialism.
Yeah.
Because it exists to this day, unfortunately, in countries like that, the darker population, they live in poverty because it's all classism. It's not about color, but which comes based on your race. For example, the issue with the Dominican Republic right now, they're mostly because of the Spanish. When the island was separated, the Spanish basically kind of overran them, so they're mostly like Latino. Mixer. We all mix as well too, but to us it was class.
Right.
So ours was a little bit different. That's why even now there is an issue within our border. Like it's like, oh, you Haitian, you have to be dark skinned, but
that's not actually true.
Exactly.
Right?
You meet somebody like me or my cousin and some other friends, they're like, oh, you Haitian? What the hell?
Yeah.
So it's it's a dichotomy. Even Brazil is having the same problem.
Yeah. They got like 16 different classifications of color.
Correct. It's all come back to colonialism. But in general, it's all, especially when you talk about the Caribbean, mostly everybody, well, not everybody, but there's a big population is rich. But it's all classism, where you come from. So.
But we should also talk about and let DJ kind of discuss how even the issue of colorism became a thing within let's say Caribbean culture and obviously within obviously American culture. So DJ, why don't you talk to that?
So colorism is a very interesting concept. For anybody who's familiar, yes, of course, we're going back to slavery. For anybody that's familiar with, you have the dark-skinned folks and the light-skinned folks, the slaves, right? Mm-hmm. The light-skins are usually those who were born from like a slave master's, let's put it nicely, entanglement with a slave. I say nicely, just rape, basically. Usually the slave master raped some slave, and they have a lighter skinned child, Thomas Jefferson. Yes, Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings. Yes. So typically, those of the lighter skin are going to work inside the kitchens, the house, things like this.
Because they can't handle the heat. They can't handle the heat.
Right? Yeah. So over the centuries, I'll say, the lighter you are, the more preferred you are. And this, of course, comes into TV and movies. If you're going to have a black person, get a light-skinned black person because they're close enough to white passing. They're going to have some privileges of a white person, but only because dark skin is too much for people to handle.
It's more African. It's more black. It's more stark.
Yes. And the usual thing is when it comes to black or even Latino stuff, if you have a lighter person, the white audience, maybe they'll be more accepting. If it's someone that's dark, like you guys, Carter and Stevenson, they're automatically tuned off. They're automatically like, this isn't for me. When you look at things like Black Panther, the movie, I mean, there was even a situation where Zendaya, for anybody who knows her, she's pretty, she's light-skinned. Yeah. She said, I was offered a role, but I didn't feel like I would be good because I'm light. Yeah. This is a black movie. It's set in Africa as well. So there was a whole thing about this. And then, of course, within the black, this is called intra-racism. So this mentality of light skin being in, the darker skins kind of look at light skins and saying, "Nah, fuck you," kind of mentality.
Now, as you know, you listen. For those listeners, we give DJ he gives us sit back too sometimes as well. But like it's all in love because we all love each other here. We're all brothers here. It's not, but it used to be much worse.
Oh yeah.
Not with us, but like in our parents'
culture.
In our parents,
Again,
grandparents' day.
Racism.
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead, continue.
And so there have been times where you'll have these self-hating light-skinned black dudes who will try to act as white as possible so they can be accepted with the quote-unquote higher society. There have also been some light-skinned folks who use that to their advantage. Have you heard of these guys that infiltrated the KKK because they were able to pass with white? They said, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna tell everybody, that police sheriff, he's a Ku Klux Klan member, you know. So that's the kind of lightness I want to be. I want to infiltrate.
He want to be El DeBarge.
Not pretty weak.
So you guys be like, hey, why you with that white woman? Hey man, I'm undercover.
Among other things.
I'm researching, my brother. Never forget the struggle.
For the people.
Fight the power.
Who knows how these kids gonna come out?
I'm working from the inside. Literally.
Oh my gosh, that's too much. So that was a really great characterization of that, the colorism that goes on, and you know, I feel like now, like it still exists now, obviously in the black community in America and whatnot, but I feel like now it's just fucking jokes. It's just pure.
Well,
we're just messing around. It's not as strong as before. It's playing up on those. It's actually taking something kind of negative, I feel like, and making it kind of positive or whatever.
Like the N-word.
The N-word, you know.
Remember Wesley Snipes when he first got big? It was like, damn, this motherfucker Doc.
Yeah. I just said that recently, and actually we're gonna be talking about Wesley later on in the show. But darkness. Yep. But I want to piggyback off of that because. It's funny because there was not a doubling down, but the great Rita Moreno, who was a great Puerto Rican actress and dancer and singer. She was on the Colbert Show recently. So she had something to say about this. Excuse me, this issue. I have the hiccups, sorry. So Rita Moreno enters, and this is from The Root again, enters the In the Heights Colorism chat. Says you can't just wait a while and leave it alone. No. So let's get this out of the way up front. Rita Moreno is a national treasure and a legend of stage and screen. Matter of fact, she's, I think, one of the few people that's won an Oscar, a Tony, and an Emmy. She's the trifecta.
Almost got the EGOT.
Yeah, I was going to say, she almost got the EGOT.
Who has been delighting and inspiring audiences. She probably has a Grammy, too. Did I say Oscar? What did I say? She has an Oscar, a Tony, an Emmy. I think she may have a Grammy, too.
So she got the EGOT.
She got the EGOT, yeah. Inspiring audiences for over 70 of her 89 years on Earth. She has earned her accolades and deserves her flowers. That said, even our faves can occasionally disappoint, and many were rightly disappointed after Moreno offered unsolicited commentary on In the Heights colorism controversy during an appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert Tuesday night. Yeah. Rita Moreno on the show to discuss her storied career and already acclaimed new documentary, Rita Moreno, Just a Girl, who decided to go for it, which premiered at Tribeca Film Festival this week. Nevertheless, Moreno also took the opportunity to broadcast her feelings about the recent conversation sparked by The Roots producer and host Felicia Leon with regard to the conspicuous absence of darker-skinned Afro-Latino leads in the film. Adaptation of Lin Miranda. Okay, so we want to get to what she had to say. All right, so the comments came as something of a non sequitur. In fact, Moreno was responding to a question from Colbert about being a pioneer in her field when she asked, "Can we talk for a second about the criticism about Lin-Manuel?" that really upset me. It never ends well when someone just brings up something, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, you can never do right, it seems, she continued. This is a man who literally has brought Latino-ness and Puerto Rican-ness to America. I couldn't do it. I mean, I would have loved to say I did, but I couldn't. Lin-Manuel has done that. Really single-handedly, and I was thrilled to pieces. I'm proud he produced my documentary. So that's why she's defending him. As she should be. But what does that have to do with dismissing the concerns, of dark-skinned Latino Americans who also hope to see themselves represented on screen after generations of erasure? So I just want to skip this one point. So Colbert attempted to throw the entertainer a lifeline at one point, right?
Yeah.
Asking her if her frustration wasn't with the critique itself, but with it being focused on Miranda. This is where we remind you again that neither Leon nor anyone she interviewed mentioned Miranda. Moreno's response was unfortunately even more dismissive. Well, I'm simply saying, can't you just wait a while and leave it alone? She asked, adding, there's a lot of people who are Puerto Rican who are also from Guatemala, who are dark, who are also fair. We are all colors in Puerto Rico. This is how it is. It would be nice if they hadn't come up with that and left it alone just for now. They're really attacking the wrong person. So there we go. So did she have the EGOT, by the way?
Yes. So she's the third person to get the EGOT, but the first Hispanic American. So for everybody who's not sure what the EGOT is, it means you won the Oscars, the Academy Awards. You got the Emmys, you got the Grammys, and the Tony.
Nah.
She was the third person in our history to get it. In the 60s and 70s is when she got these awards. So definitely a legend.
A legend.
Sometimes it's questionable with the opinions.
Right.
Well, I would say this as somebody that was born and raised in Haiti.
Right. Next to.
We always look at the Puerto Rican side. You're Caribbean, not really. yeah, like the Jamaican, Haitian, Trinidadian, like
That contingent.
the Puerto Rican was like, nah,
You're not quite Caribbean.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Interesting.
Why is that?
It goes back in history. And also, they have a leg up on any other island.
Oh, because they're part of the
Exactly.
states.
And also, they never fought because it was to their
that's right.
benefits.
Ah.
So when America decided to make them a colony
Right.
because of the war,
Right.
They're just like, sure.
they were like, oh, sure, yeah.
Okay.
They
So
never
it's
fought.
like, so it's also you don't probably consider U.S. Virgin Islands, or do you?
Correct. But there, that's money, so that's different.
Okay.
You know, presidents and money, that's it. So
No, because U.S. Virgin Islands, a lot of black people, and that's
Correct.
it's an island. Yeah.
they're not as influential as Puerto Ricans
Yeah.
choose to. You know what I mean?
As a block
Correct.
of people. Yeah.
Correct.
See, that's something I didn't know was a thing. Caribbean
Yeah.
mentality, basically. Like,
Yeah, we have a people like.
because pretty much every other island has fought in some way for their independence.
Oh yeah. Obviously, some did not make it. Some did.
Yeah.
Bermuda did not.
A lot of them did. Majority.
I've been to Bermuda. That's a little ass island.
Yeah.
The whole island can be carpeted.
By one ship.
Yeah. It's real small, man. It's super tiny.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Bermuda. Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful place. I went there as a kid with my parents or whatever years and years ago. Pink sand. First time I've ever seen pink sand in my life.
Pink sand.
Pink sand.
Yeah, and also Turk and Caicos are the same thing.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. The
Never
small
been there.
islands. Little jewels in the islands.
I've actually been on your island, but on the Dominican side. I've never been on the Haitian
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Hispaniola.
Yeah, exactly.
I was also in Santo Domingo, so
Oh, look
yeah,
at you.
nice place. This
Yeah.
is where my rum obsession started. Was
Santo Domingo.
oh yeah, Caribbeans.
There you go. There you have it. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I think that just to wrap this up, we're gonna move in the next segment. But I mean, just again, darker skin Afro Latinos definitely they're just as Latino. Just if anything, they added something to the African part of them. Added rhythm, the whole, all that aspect to the kind of the Latino culture that we know, and we have the salsa dancing and things like that.
Yeah, that's African.
That's African.
Yeah.
And so with that, we're going to lead you out into this segment with the Afro-Cuban All-Stars. And we're back.
Yeah.
Beats, rhymes, and current times. I'm your co-host, Carter.
Stevenson and the ones and twos.
You doing that just to mess me up? I'm DJ. Clearly not on the ones and twos.
The ones and twos and threes.
Yeah.
I got the threes.
So we let in with the we let out our segment with the wonderful African-Cuban all-star song, and then we let in to a new segment, which was the theme song of the Mod Squad, which was a hit TV show. But why did we play that, Stevenson? What happened? Why did we play the Mod Squad, this hit late 60s?
Because one of the greatest actors recently passed away by the name of Clarence Williams III. Mm-hmm. And he was a lot of movies and a lot of great classics people don't know about.
Exactly.
And he was 81 years old, so
I didn't realize he was that old. That's
Yeah,
right.
me too.
I thought it was like
no
closer to
idea.
my dad's age for some reason.
Yeah. But he was old.
73,
He
74.
doesn't look like it.
Well, we never looked like it.
Black don't crack.
Don't
But the Mod
cry.
Squad was a hit show from 68 to 73.
Yeah.
It had Clarence Williams III, Peggy Lipton, and I guess
Okay.
who's the other guy? I forgot his name. The other white dude.
Michael Cole.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
Michael Cole.
Michael
Yep.
Cole. Peggy Lipton, for you guys who don't know, was married to Quincy Jones, who he had 2 kids with her, Rashida Jones and Khadija Jones. And Rashida Jones, if those of you know,
The other one doesn't matter. I like Rashida.
but keep it
Rashida.
I love Rashida too. She's cute.
Yeah,
So
that's why I like Rashida. Yeah,
Rashida is everybody's mom.
Yeah. She ain't my mom. Oh, yeah. Shoot. She is cute, man. No, but Khadija was actually engaged to Tupac at one point.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was. And so anyways, those are the 2 daughters. Rashida, she's a obviously acclaimed actress. She's a producer. She's on the show I watch right now. Him and I were talking I'm Blackish. She's a little bit on that too, but she's on Black as AF.
Yeah, that's on Netflix.
On Netflix,
one.
yeah. Which is pretty
That's
good.
what I meant. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Which is pretty good.
Because it's the
actually.
same producer.
Yeah,
that does
the
that,
same writer, and producer. And she actually does have a small role on Blackish as well. Yeah, as well. But anyways, back to Clarence Williams III. Great actor.
Yeah.
He was in Tales from the Hood,
Sugar Hill.
Hoodlum.
Hoodlum. Yeah,
Oh,
Hoodlum.
that movie, Hoodlum.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, Half Baked.
Half Baked, Half Baked.
Samson Simpson.
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, we're going to play a small clip from Half Baked, which me and you, people from our generation know. All right? So go ahead, DJ, play a bit of that.
Everyone should know that.
Yeah.
Abracadabra, man.
I want to hear from Samson.
Yeah. So there's a little clip from him, from the great Clarence Williams III. So rest in peace. We lost
Yeah.
another good one this year,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I'll be from Jamaica, B.
Yeah.
Is that where he's from?
No, it's from the
no,
movie.
no,
yeah.
Where'd you make you from? Right near the beach, boy. Oh man, I don't have the top walk today.
No?
I don't have the article today.
it's
I don't
okay.
think. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
It's okay, but we have something. We can do the James Baldwin piece, or do the Wesley Snipes thing. So, why don't you talk a little bit about that, Deej?
Wesley Snipes reportedly in talks for John Wick Chapter 4. So, we all know who Wesley Snipes is. Blade. Ian McShane and Lance Reddick have been regular faces throughout the series, and they've been joined at various points by Willem Dafoe, Lawrence Fishburne, Angelica Houston, Franco Nero, and Halle Berry. Hold on. Let me say it again. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Oh man, she is like a berry. She ages so good. Like a fine wine.
What was it? The darker the berry, sweeter the juice.
Wesley Snipes, he blacker than him. So he's gonna be in John Wick 4. You're saying, and what?
So
else?
if he ends up joining, Snipes will be part of a cast that already boasts Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen, Bill Skarsgård, and Shamir Anderson, and Japanese-British pop star Rina Sawayama.
Oh, Lord Jesus. There goes the franchise.
Given his experience in the action genre, along with his time playing Blade, he should fit quite comfortably into this mysterious role, should indeed require him to engage in some sword-heavy combat. So, do we have any John Wick fans out there on the radio airwaves today? Yes, I'm sure we do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I saw the first one, and I didn't even know what it was about.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what is this? This is great. Like when I saw The Matrix for the first time, I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
really, it's a pleasant surprise.
I didn't see the third one.
I didn't see it yet either.
Not
Actually.
yet.
I didn't see
Same
it.
here.
Yeah.
So we're both stuck on number 2.
Yeah, but
Holly Berry's in the third one.
yeah, exactly. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. I'm wondering if it's not gonna be like the Fast and the Furious thing, because now it seems like you're just like building up on the success for the last 2 or maybe 3. I haven't seen the third one, so I'm not gonna see.
And it's gonna get more and more outlandish.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, come on, guys, like you just, you're gonna.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's more like the Bourne films where they realize they have to keep him like rooted in whatever. Because usually by the 4th, then they always go back to 1. They go back to what worked in 1. Let's go to that.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping they do that.
How many assassins can you and
Well,
underworld?
he's in that underworld.
Yeah, but there's so many.
Yeah, they're milking it for what it's worth.
I like to milk some berries.
Yeah. Oh, Holly Berry.
Holly Berry, Miss Berry.
She can't keep a man though.
Because she's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
Some people only friends for a season, right?
She didn't have any kids with the brothers, man. Like brothers just messed her around, whatever, and whatever,
David Justice started it.
Yeah.
Man,
I heard Wesley Snipes started it.
Oh yeah, but I think Wesley was good to her. But
I heard Wesley Snipes hit her so hard, knocked her.
I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah,
I don't know if that's true or not.
That's
so
alleged.
that's
I did read that too. But it kept under wraps.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, they've never been in a movie together.
Correct. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these celebrity rumors.
Don't you read?
No, but this is like when he was still coming up and you and I were, but but is it not curious that those two have never been in a movie together?
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that. That is true.
Because it's before like she was famous. That happened. So she probably has a I do not work with list. I do not work with Wesley Snipes.
Because they did have a fling
Because
together.
he backhanded me.
She probably was saying the wrong thing.
He said, what do we say? He's like, sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
That's one of those roles where they just put a camera in his house and said, just go.
He probably was a Nino Brown, like in method face. Holly Berry.
Oh, method actors. You don't turn it off, do you?
Yeah, but that's gonna be interesting. Joe, we're forward Wesley. I don't know.
I mean, I love me some Wesley Snipes, man. So,
I'm curious how him and Donnie Yen will do.
I don't know. We'll see. But I think Wesley's always a great addition. I want to see him get back into like major roles again. I think he's sorely missed. He's got a lot still to offer. You know.
Yeah, just like what was it? My name is Dolomite. Dolomite is my name.
Yeah.
That character he played.
Yeah.
That's
hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious character.
I mean, I did not like the new Coming to I don't like the new Coming to America at all, but I was just so glad to see him like working and whatever and great. So if this gets the ball rolling for him to get more roles again, great.
Hopefully.
And pay his damn taxes.
Exactly. Hopefully he pays taxes this
time.
Damn it.
Pay your taxes, brother.
Get an accountant.
Yeah.
They
You saw
always
what happened
sneak
to
up
Al
on you.
Capone. Yeah.
They always sneak up on you.
Yeah. So we are coming to the end of our show because we're the only 60-minute show that's only 55 minutes because the white man leave early.
They got us.
Yeah.
You gotta make $1 out of 15 cents.
Exactly. Just like we got the shortest month of the year for Black History Month in America. So at any rate, we appreciate you listening. We'll be back. I think we'll be back on Thursday.
Oh yeah, we'll be here next week, baby.
I may not be here next week.
Oh, next week we got a special little summertime show for everybody.
That's true. We do. We have a summertime show. So either we'll have someone stand in for Stevenson or just be me and DJ or whatever. But where are you going?
I might be in Rzeszów.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I might be coming.
Anyways, we should fade out. We got Grace coming up at the top of the hour. Stay on, listen to her. She's fantastic. She does what? Kenyan.
She's a Kenyan film director, and she'll talk about films and everything of that.
Yeah, lovely young lady.
Yes,
so,
she is.
Yeah, so stay on. If you listen to us, stay on to the next segment with her. And we, again, appreciate you listening to Beats, Rhymes, and Current Times. Peace out, y'all.
Follow us Facebook, Beats Rhymes 411. Instagram.
Used to drink into bow-legged women.
Instagram, Beats Rhymes 401. We have almost every show uploaded on YouTube again. We are just, now 2 behind. Thank you to the editors. who have been working hard
Yes.
the last week.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, the
Thank you, the
editor.
editor. Thank you, DJ.
Our editing team's working
Yeah,
hard.
for editing team.
Back in the scene.
Yes,
He
yes.
just cut out songs completely. I saw that.
Got to, man.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
monetization
Yeah.
on YouTube, some bullshit. All
All
right.
right, y'all. Peace.
So we're gonna end it with some Complexion by Kendrick Lamar, one of the greatest of recent times. Let's go. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace out.
I'm with this.
Complexion,
Two steps.
complexion don't mean a thing.
IMI Radio.